last night, Kelvin, I get it. OKC has been beating up on everybody, so this is not like we got breaking news. But I do believe that there was a feeling like the Lakers have gotten off to such a great start that there was this idea like that was a barometer or a test to see where they were. You know what I mean?
Right.
And instead, it was a disaster. It was disappointing. I'm sure LeBron thought to himself, yeah, y'all do need me. Y'all try to make it like the team is better without me. It just was one of those things, and I think people wanted to see what happens if the Lakers beat OKC. You know what I mean? If the Lakers were able to somehow beat them or play really well, or you feel good about going in, and instead they wind up getting drubbed in that game. What did you take away, Kelvin, from last night's game? Am I right? People were looking at it as a measuring stick.
I absolutely. You're excited about the Lakers, who were 8-3 going into that game. I believe it was Austin Reeves averaging 28 a game. You got Luka putting up
going crazy, right?
You're like, all right, and what is the phrase everybody's saying around LA right now? Just fans, maybe Laker fans around the world. We doing this without LeBron. So
that's what everybody
I just said. Everybody's excited about it. Then there's this thing. You know how I was saying about the Oklahoma City last year, and then going into this year as well. They're a buzzsaw. And me and Brandon, who works with us, he's always in the back doing great stuff. Always tell him the Lakers style of playing, the one man kind of let me get it going, do all this against a team with a bunch of dudes who play their minutes. I know I'm only getting 15 minutes, but I'm gonna give you the best 15 minutes ever. I know I'm only getting 20 minutes. I know I'm only in to play defense. I know I'm only in to hit spot up threes. They all know their roles. They're all ready to compete. They're all hungry, and they have a system. And then they got a guy who's just gonna put up 33 a game. 50+ percentage every night, and they all play great defense. They went up against the best team in the NBA by a nice margin. Denver's right there and want to compete. That's really about it. There's a couple of teams that have been surprising, some upstarts here or there, but man, the Thunder have separated themselves. And obviously with Halliburton going down, Indiana they're just a shell of themselves. And I just thought, I don't read too much into that as much as, to me, it was the Thunder. I expect – maybe not 30-something boy.
Nah, see, that I get it. No one's saying, like, had they beaten them, they're going to go to the finals or whatever. But it was a test. You know what I mean? Just to see.
It was. And but I guess you know what it is?
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
I already knew the answer to that test.
Okay, so you knew.
And I told you last season I said the Thunder going to repeat again. Like, they're just.
I'm not there yet. I still like Denver. I'm just saying.
I'm not mad at Denver because Jokic is that special. And again, they
just had almost 60 points.
Right? No, he got to relax. He making this look way too easy. Basketball is not supposed to look this easy, man. But I just think the Lakers, again, you know Luka, what he is, but I'm glad we brought up Denver. Real quick, you brought up Denver. The Thunder threw a bunch of different guys. And, yeah, they were rough on Jokic. He could have got a few extra calls. That's what they did last night to Luka. All right, Luka, we know what you've been doing, 40 a night. You going to have to earn this tonight. And they threw different guys, different sets, different defenses. And Luka was out there a little befuddled. And you can just see the Thunder are locked in. Thank you. You know what I mean? So,
but if you're a Laker fan now, like, people were feeling good. You mentioned it. Oh, we doing this without LeBron. We don't want LeBron back here to mess up what we got going. Now, is there a view of, yeah, we do need LeBron? You know what I mean? Like, after that, because it wasn't like they lost a close game, they played great, and you feel good leaving. You're like, God, we got demolished. Well, LeBron, I know, felt good. I'm not saying that he wants his team to lose, but
he wanted again. Like,
you know what I mean? Y'all need me. What?
So let me go check his Instagram, Rob. Let me see if he put out something like, he be getting his AJ Brown on. I thought I wasn't needed. He would say something, or that's too obvious. It would be something more like
Wash King.
It would just be, That's all it would be. You'd be like, oh, he must be feeling like he's needed again. No, I think the Lakers know they need speed, they need athleticism, and I think JJ. It was a call for JJ Redick, more specifically Rob Pelinka, to say we're good. We're gonna beat 70% of the teams most of the time, but that upper echelon, that championship contending team, we're not there. And Rob Pelinka is gonna have to keep his phone on, and and be ready to make some moves or something. And Austin Reeves, I know they don't want to get rid of him. That's your biggest trading piece because you ain't really got much else unless some crazy deal happened with LeBron, which we don't expect.
Yeah. I just think if you're a Laker fan, you don't feel as good, and I get it. It's only one game. You weren't going to win the championship last night. But I wonder, do you need LeBron back? Did it take some of that wind out of your sail for their start? Do you still feel as good if you're a Laker fan out there as you did before, or now is it different a little bit? And you look and say, wow, how far are we? Because you remember last year, people were talking big smack when they were, when Luka and LeBron went into the playoffs. Oh God, who's better than those? Who's better than those two guys? Oh God.
Oh God. That's how everybody felt. That's how Laker fans watching that game. Like, oh God, watching that game.
Oh God. Unbelievable.
No, I think
you know what I'm saying. Like
if you're a Laker fan, I think you went to bed and you said, okay, we're good. We ain't great.
Right.
That's great. And we got some room to improve. And like I said, Rob Pelinka, you better be on that phone texting and shooting some emails and some texts and some DMs like, hey, just what would it take to get this person? What would it take to get that person? Oh, y'all don't like Ja. Something. Because, again, if the goal is not to just get to the second round, if the goal is to win, the Lakers still got some work to do because Denver's ahead of them by far. I still think the Rockets are ahead of them. And obviously OKC is just, they're a bust. They're doing this without Jalen Williams, their second best player. He hasn't even played yet. That's what's scary about this team. An all-star hadn't even played yet. And after the game last night, he goes, they're interviewing SGA, and as SGA said thank you and he walks away, J-Dub goes, by the way, yeah, don't worry, I'm still playing basketball. Like, I ain't even came out yet. Like, I ain't even played yet. That's what makes him even scarier, Rob.
It is crazy when you think about it that they're not at full strength and they're still winning like crazy. But
Lakers, are they frauds? Just a bad night? You still believe in them? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Orlando in El Paso. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Orlando?
Hey, Rob, from one Laker hater to another.
Uh-oh.
You guys are frauds. Okay.
Is that me? Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, that's me, Rob. Listen, they're frauds. You can tell right away. They don't play defense really well. And I think when LeBron comes in, he's going to throw the defensive rotation up, and the points against them are going to skyrocket. You just watch. And, just to sum it up, LeBron's weird, because, he didn't have a father, and growing up, he's so grateful with that. Because if he did have a father, he'd just be Bronny James. Thanks, guys.
My God.
I was nervous. He brought up
I know.
Yeah, I didn't know where we were going. He brought up Pops. I'm like, oh, boy, hold up. Where this is going. Who next?
That's it. 877-99 on Fox. Yeah, if anybody else wants to jump in, please do that.
I think, like I said, man, I think if you're JJ Redick or the whole squad, I think you got a great eighth of the way season, through the season awakening of, oh, we're good. Luka is always going to put up numbers, and and Austin Reeves is having a really good season. We're good, but where are levels to this? And OKC is the litmus test of it all because clearly reigning champs, but also they look like they could be repeating. And we know there's a few other teams. So I think the Lakers they're fine. They just have to, if they're really trying to contend, or is this just a Luka get in shape, ball out MVP year? Let's figure out what we do next when LeBron is gone year. I think they got some figuring out to do. Because if this is a championship year, then they know now that was a great wake-up call that they got some work to do.
Oh, yeah. No. That's going to be – I think people were more surprised about the great start that they were off to. Am I right?
I agree.
Like, oh, wow, like, look how good they are and this and that. And then I think people did want to just see, is this a mirage or is there something here? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like, wow, if they would have been able to compete or play great or do something, it just would have been a little something there. And I think that
I agree.
That's all.
You can lose, but they ain't got to lose like that.
Exactly. Like they could have lost, and you would have been like, oh wow, they held it through. They
lost late in the fourth. Okay, all right, you were right there. They got smacked early. Yeah, they got beat down. It's gonna be interesting though, Rob. Like I said, integrating LeBron. He's never had to do that, right? He's just, I'm LeBron. And now for the first time, people are going to be watching to see, does he mess up flow? Does he mess up chemistry? Does he mess up a good thing? You know, hey, they're having a good season right now. I believe it's 8-4, and, you know, guys are kind of vibing, and you're getting good minutes out of this player, I think it's going to be – it's a very foreign territory for LeBron where I walk on the court and immediately people are kind of like, all right, don't mess this up. It's usually the opposite. Woo, thank God you're back. You know, woo, we needed you. And now it's, all right, don't, you know, we kind of doing all right. We kind of got something going. Don't ruin it. I think he'll be able to kind of fit in specifically offensively. I think he'll be fine, but I think the big thing will be, can he buy in defensively of just, I'm going to be the back line of that defense, right? Gone are the days where teams had traditional 4s and 5s. He can be the big now. He can be the guy who calls out the defense from the back and just say, hey, we're doing this, we're doing that for spurts. If he can buy in like that, buy in is Luka's team, he'll be a great asset. But if he comes in, I got to bring the ball, the other team scores, I got to be the one under, you know, getting the ball on the inbound, slowing everything up, slowing up the pace. I think that'll be something they're gonna have. They're gonna bump heads. It's gonna bump heads because this is Luka's team. Period.
Yeah, but
this
you got
other guys' great contributions, Austin Reeves and Rui.
Yeah, but this is the thing. LeBron's not going to. I know people saying, "Oh yeah, well it's Luka's team." Do you really believe LeBron's just going to fall back and be like, "Oh yeah"? I just don't. I don't see that happening. I understand it. I know the future is about Luka, but if he's out there and playing, there's no way. There's no way that he's going to take a backseat. I just don't believe it. I'd have to see that to believe it.
I don't think it's I hear you, and there's been 20-something years of, you know, justification for your point, but I do think there's an element of him that it's the trust factor. Like, okay, I trust Luka. I trust Austin Reeves. Not that I'm going to take a backseat and not, you know, contribute. More so, here, you do the bulk of the ball carrying. You do the bulk of the getting us in our offense. And I think for the first time, he'll be able to say, because when else, you know, the only other person he really was able to do that with at times was Kyrie. And a lot of the benefit of Kyrie was because Kyrie just took the ball. Like, Kyrie wasn't, for him to have been so young, Kyrie didn't need your permission. Kyrie was like, give me that ball. I'm about to go do me. And it worked well because he wasn't scared of LeBron or like, oh, I guess I got to. He didn't always have to defer. It was like, yo, I know I can cook. Let me get that rock.
Right.
And so I think Luka, obviously we know he can cook. I think there's a part of LeBron's kind of like, what I'm going to do, that's Luka. It's the first time I actually look at somebody and I go, yeah, he is that guy. You know what I mean? And especially at this point in my career. So I think he'll be okay with that. I just think he has to find his role, cutting, posting up for the first time more often. Might just be a spot-up three-point shooter some games. You know, not singularly or only, but just, you know, that might be the rhythm of the game for that night. So if he can adapt to that and buy in on that, that's a great asset, Rob. You bring it in, still a top 20, 15, 20 player.
but he's an all-time great, though. I can't really see him going, oh, yeah, or giving it up like that where you just be like, okay, yeah, Luka's better, he's younger or whatever. I'll just be the also-ran. I'll be the sidekick. I don't, Kelvin. I don't. I'm not saying he's coming in and thinking he's the number one option, or he's not. Or he's not. I'm not saying that he's coming in and I'm the option. Give me the rock. I'll get the last shot of the game or anything like that. I just don't think it's going to be as easy of a transition as people make it out to be. Like, oh yeah, they got off to an 8-3 start. I'm just going to step to the side. I don't see that.
No, it's going to be, listen, it's foreign territory, Rob, right? He's used to sucking all the oxygen out of the room. Like, I'm the man. I'm here. Savior's back, if you will. And a lot of fans, like I said, for the first time, they're going to be like, all right, bro. we was kind of liking what we had going on. So it is going to be a very foreign situation for him where people are watching him every play, not just to see how great or dominant he is, more so, don't mess this up. And he's never had that experience before. All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.